Hey guys, and welcome to my channel and to this video. Today we will be painting a seascape with a book, so that's my favorite beach time, reading a book, or summertime spent reading a book, so I decided why not. And I guess the sketch is available for download from my website. There's a link in the description box, so if you want to download the sketch for yourself, you can go ahead and do that. First, I pre-wetted the paper, actually upper part where the sea and sky is. It's very hot in my studio, so it's drying pretty fast, and it's just there's no point in wetting the entire paper, it will just dry. I mixed in a little bit of blue turquoise and green turquoise and painted sea and sky. I did paint the part on the sides a little bit darker, a little bit more pigmented, and part in the middle a little bit lighter. Now with a smaller brush, I'm just adding in a couple of clouds, distant clouds, and again using the same colors as I did for the sea and sky. A little bit more of the pigment on the sides. And then I added some green turquoise into my blue and painted in the sea because I do want a little bit more of the green turquoise in the sea, just to make the distinction in color between the sea and sky. Again, more pigment on the sides, less in the center. And now I'm picking up this black with twist from, again, same set, Dream of my colors, and adding a little bit of the yellow to paint in the beach. I do like the mix of those two colors for the beach, and just painting everything around my book with that color. Again, painting in the sides a little bit more pigmented, and just stopping in with the tip of my brush, adding some texture to the sand and the beach. Some splatters, or maybe some dirt in the sand. I left it to dry completely, and then to that same mixture of black with twist and yellow, I added a little bit of blue turquoise just to make it slightly different tint than the beach, and painted in the book. For the first layer, I painted it the entire in the same very light wash, and then just in the central part I added more pigment, and also to that lower part, the bottom of my book, a little bit more because that part is in the shadow and it's slightly darker. And to the same mixture, I've added a little bit more of the yellow to paint in that bottom of the book. I do want that to be slightly different color, and then painted it with black with twist, some shadows, actually shadows of the book on the right side and on the lower part, and also use this smaller detail brush for a very thin line at the bottom. With this flat brush, I'm painting the branch that it's sitting on the beach, and of course you can just use a round brush also for this. I had this one on my hand, because I don't really plan which brushes I'm going to use for each painting. I just have them all sitting next to me, and I paint with the one that I just pick up. So sometimes you will see me changing some brushes with no sense at all, and that's just because they're all sitting there next to me, and I'm just grabbing the one that it's nearest. Adding a couple of more branches sticking from that I guess, larger branch. I also painted in the shadow and then left it to dry completely. With this detail brush again, I'm adding more details, more of the darker pigment for the shadow where the crease of the book is, and then also the pages on the bottom of the book. And I'm not doing the entire line, you can see that. I'm just making those broken lines, making hints of some pages there. Not gonna do a line for every single page. Again, the darkest part is nearest to the center, and at the edges where the pages are, I guess, closest to each other, and a little bit lighter in between. Adding some more black with twist for the shadow and the, I guess, the sides of my book, front and back page. But I am also leaving some parts lighter, just to make, again, a little bit more of the texture, and just with this very, very tiny detail brush, I'm adding lines for the sides where the pages are, and a few more details here and there. I also decided to add some text, but that is really up to you what sort of text you want to add. Maybe that's a diary, you're just writing it there or something. And then just a few splatters to add a little bit more of the texture on the beach, and just to soften the transition between the beach and the sea, I'm adding a little bit more of the blue to my sea, and then just soften the edge with my brush. More of the pigment to the beach here and there. Again, just to make it slightly darker because it was just too light for me compared to the book. So I decided to add a little bit more of the pigment there, and a little bit more of the pigment to the edges, some details to the book. Also a little bit more details to the sea. It was just looking too flat, not really believable for the sea, so I decided to add a couple of more lines for the waves with this blue, sky blue, and then just soften it with clean water. I don't want also those lines to be harsh. And with that, I'll be finishing off this video, this painting. I hope you enjoyed, guys. Well, I guess there is a free sketch. Don't forget that if you want to paint this painting. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please hit the like button, share it, and comment. If you haven't still, please do subscribe to my channel. There are now over, I guess, 400 tutorials there, so I'm sure you will find something for yourself. And again, thank you so much for watching. I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!